Close your eyes. Let the darkness behind your eyelids be a room, a soft room, a quiet room, a room where nothing is expected of you. You can stay here as long as you like. The night is patient. It will wait. Tonight, we step into the shed. Imagine the smell of sawdust and old oil, the creak of a wooden door on rusty hinges, the cool darkness of a small building filled with tools, hammers on hooks, saws on racks, screwdrivers in a jar. A shed is a place of purpose. It holds the things you use to build, to fix, to maintain. It is an extension of the hand. It is the place where work begins. There is a man named Frank. He is a retired carpenter. He spent 40 years building things: cabinets, shelves, furniture, decks, the occasional gazebo. His hands are rough and scarred and strong. His workshop is a modest wooden shed in his backyard, 12 feet by 8, with a single window and a door that sticks in humid weather. It is his sanctuary. He knows where every tool is, every nail, every screw. The order is his order. Every morning, Frank opens the shed to find the tools rearranged. The hammer is on the wrong hook. The screwdrivers are scattered across the workbench. The saw is on the floor. The clamps are open. The measuring tape is extended to a specific length, always the same length, 42 inches. Frank assumes it is the wind, or his own forgetfulness, or perhaps a raccoon that has found a way in through the gap under the door. He puts everything back. He goes about his day. The messages start on a Monday. Frank opens the shed. The tools are rearranged, and on the dirt floor, the dust has been swept into patterns. Letters. G-O. Frank stares at them. He sweeps the floor clean. He puts the tools back. He goes inside. Tuesday. L-E-A-V-E. The letters are larger now. The sweeping is more deliberate. The dirt has been pushed into neat, clear lines. Frank sweeps the floor again. He checks the shed for signs of entry. The door is latched. The window is nailed shut. The gap under the door is too small for a person. He checks the roof. Intact. Wednesday. S-H-E-K-N-O-W-S. Frank's wife died 5 years ago. Her name was Dorothy. She loved the garden. She hated the shed. She said it was messy. She said it smelled like oil and old wood. She said Frank spent too much time in there. Frank does not know who she is. There is no one else. He lives alone. Thursday. T-H-E-S-H-E-D-I-S-M-I-N-E. Frank sweeps the floor. He locks the door. He puts the key in his pocket. He does not go to the shed for 3 days. On Monday, he opens the door. The tools are rearranged. The saw is on the floor. The clamps are open. And on the dirt floor, in letters that are larger and more defined than before, Y-O-U-B-U-I-L-T-O-N-M-Y-H-O-U-S. E.T. Rye kneels. He runs his fingers through the dirt. The letters are shallow, maybe half an inch deep. The dirt is dry and loose. It would not hold these shapes without something pressing it into place. Frank looks under the shed. He crawls on his belly and peers beneath the floorboards. There is a space, maybe 18 inches of clearance between the dirt and the wood. He reaches in. His fingers touch something solid. Stone, flat, carefully laid. Frank digs. He works for 2 days, pulling up floorboards, removing shelves, clearing the shed. Beneath the dirt, he finds a foundation. Fieldstone, old, older than the shed, older than the house. A structure was here long before the neighborhood, before the street, before the city. He checks property records at the county office. The land was a burial ground for a single person, a woman, no name on the grave marker. The shed was built directly over her. The house was built next to her. The entire property sits on top of someone who was here first. Frank sits in the empty shed. The tools are gone. The shelves are gone. The floor is bare. The dirt is exposed. And in the dirt, a shape, the outline of a grave. A rectangle, 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, directly beneath where the workbench used to be. He does not know her name. He does not know when she died. He does not know who built on her grave or why. He only knows that someone was here before him, and that the shed was placed on top of her like a lid on a box, and that she has been trying to tell him something for months. Frank dismantles the shed. He pulls down the walls. He removes the roof. He clears the foundation. He plants flowers over the grave. Marigolds, roses, lilies, Dorothy's favorites. He builds a small stone marker. He does not put a name on it. He does not know the name. He puts a date before the tools stop moving. The messages stop appearing. The shed is gone. The garden grows over the grave. But sometimes in the morning, Frank finds flowers on the marker that he did not place there. Fresh flowers, different every day, as if someone is visiting, as if someone is remembering. And you are not in that shed. You are in your bed. The floor beneath you is solid. There are no messages in the dirt. No grave beneath your floor. Everything you need is right here. The night is quiet. The dark is soft. And you are safe. You are warm. You are home. Sleep now. Sleep deep. Let the shed dissolve. Let the flowers bloom. Good night.